Now, uh, well, I guess this still falls in the category of NT stuff, and something I remember reading out long ago when I was discussing Winlogon. I don't know if you remember, but if you look back, the help documentation claimed that at the startup, Winlogon creates a Windows Station 0, then creates 3 desktops within it. I don't know where this what created Workstation 0, but I assume Winlogon. The reason that box keeps coming up, by the way, is because I keep logging off and logging on again. And you'll notice I'm currently up to 13 here. Of the same session as last time. Now, I mean the same boot session, if you want. So I wrote a program, and famous U-test, which called a function called the new desktop. So if I control Z enough, I can show you the original I had. Something like that. Okay, so open Windows Station 0. And now when I call the new desktops, I only got 2. But the help file, which I'm no longer, I don't think I'm going to call this the help file anymore. I have a better, I think a more accurate description for it. I would call it the hint file, because it doesn't provide, well, it's still, the helpful hint file, the HHH, often helpful, sometimes not, provided this hint that there may be, it says that 3 desktops are created, but when I run my program, I only got 2. And I recorded that. Now what I'm not sure about doing is whether I should record it again or just play it back. I have them here. This is my first test. And what I did was, when I introduced the little spinner here, every now and again, every 5 seconds, I knew the desktop, and eventually the screensaver kicked in, and I saw that the spinner stopped, and the screensaver showed up, and when I moved my mouse, the screensaver disappeared, and I could see that this thing had printed out more enumerations, however, nothing to do with the screensaver, which I thought was quite strange. So I'm going to try and just play that now. Play that video. I'll put it on mute so there's no possibility of conflicts with the. Okay, so now here I'm starting it out. Okay, I had already tried my own experiment without any recording. I turned the recorder on, hoping that the screensaver would still kick in. So now I'll just play this and maximize it. So now, if this is being recorded properly, you are seeing a recording of me recording the activity of the desktop and waiting for the screensaver to kick in. What you'll notice, assuming this is working, is that the screensaver, it's off now, so we'll get a double screensaver. The screensaver will kick in, and it got recorded. Okay. Nevertheless, the little spinner stops. I hope I don't have to re-record it. Okay, now you see that? Spinner stops, and that's the screensaver. See, it's not. If it really were a screensaver, I couldn't move my mouse like that. This is just a recording. I hope it's recording. Eventually I do move the mouse, and see all that extra stuff. None of it involving any screensaver. Right? At the beginning of the video, it was at 1, and the screensaver kicked in at 12, and we can still see 12. These ones were printed out, but no screensaver. Alright. Next, I went and scrutinized this text, and first I misread it as usual. I went to this section, and it says, "This is the current desktop when a screensaver is running." And again, this is another one of those English ambiguities. This desktop could be the current desktop when a screensaver is running. That is the default desktop. Or this could mean that the screensaver desktop is the current desktop when the screensaver is running. All evidence seems to indicate that the meaning of the term current desktop here referred to the default desktop, or whatever the current desktop happened to be. Now there's a bit more to this, because sometimes you can have the workstation go to a locked state. That is, you need to type in your password. You need to type your password in if you want to get back on after the screensaver stops. It says something about that. Let's see now. Where does it say that? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I must have just inferred that because I know that there's a thing that you can set that causes when it goes to the screensaver screen, it goes into this locked state. Right? Now I don't see anything. The word screen doesn't appear right here. Maybe in here. No, these are internal. Doesn't matter. I turned that on. Okay. And this is the result I got in that case. Between that, because I knew about the three desktops, and because I didn't see the spinner going, I assumed it must have switched desktops to something. Maybe the secure desktop. But alternately, it could have created another Windows station. So I changed my code. And was that the one that we saw there? That showed the current code. That showed this code where I do enum Windows stations, and then within the enum Windows station prop, I enum the desktops within that station, and then print them out here. And it turned out there were no new Windows stations. Okay, now here's the result of this. Actually, well, it's short. So, again, starting over again, this now is the case where the screensaver, in order to get back from the screensaver, I have to type my password. And when I recorded this, so you won't hear it, I could hear myself saying, "Oh, I must be on the secure screen because it looked like the Winlogon screen, same colors." But you'll see what happens. So here I'm waiting. The minimum you can do is a minute, so it has to be at least a minute long. And now this thing kept running, just like before with my other experiment. Even though in this case, I couldn't tell if it was running or not running because I was not looking. The screensaver came up, but the background also changed, and I wasn't seeing an image of this. It was just like it used to work. So I had no way to tell until I logged back on again, which didn't increase. Has it increased my number? No, 13. Okay, now you see that there was something happened. Now look, see? There's a new desktop that was formed. So it certainly doesn't create that initial error. Well, maybe you can create. See, now I've stopped the screensaver and I'm logging in. I'm typing my logon ID, and then now I'm in here. So I thought that would be an interesting little tidbit. How to make sense of what that means is anybody's guess. But first, I want to see if this video